This slide is of a tooth. The current magnification is about 10x total magnification. What we'll look for are the various features and portions and parts of a tooth. So before we zoom in, this exposed portion up here, the part that you could see if you look at someone's tooth, that is known as the crown. The next region down, right here, this area just covered by the gum, is known as the neck. The neck typically lines up with this area, which is the gingiva. The gingiva is basically your gum. Once you go below that, this whole area down here is known as the root of the tooth. So if we start to zoom in a little bit, I go up to this upper portion here. Now you're starting to see some of the individual cells located in here. This is your stratified squamose of the gingiva or your gums. But this exposed portion, this outside edge, this very hard surface, that is known as enamel. Now enamel is going to be basically the hardest substance in your body. It's very, very solid. So that's your enamel. Below the enamel is going to be your dentin. The dentin is a little bit softer, but still gives a nice structural support. Below that, this center portion of your tooth, this is going to be known as your pulp cavity. So we have the outside covering is the enamel, underneath is the dentin with the pulp cavity in the center. The tooth is being anchored in or held in place by this very thin pale line. So if we really zoom in here, this very thin space here is where we're going to find cementum. This cementum located here is not the only substance helping to anchor the teeth in place. There are also ligaments, which you really can't see from the staining, but these are called your periodontal ligaments. They run from the tooth to the bone, and all this is going to be the actual bone where the tooth is anchored into. So you have the tooth on both sides anchored into this structure of the bone from ligaments, which are your periodontal ligaments, and cementum helping to hold it in place, all the way down to the very tip. You can see how the bone is encasing the entire tooth cavity here. So this is a slide of a tooth encased in bone.